a tornado watch for part of the area, which means
Tornado warning.
could create a tornado. That goes through 9
Near
o'clock. You see
Antwerp.
that little
Confirmed large tornado on the
shape of
ground.
Florida there on radar.
Looks like it's
That's
kind
how
of
it's set up,
lifting.
the boomerang. That is the hook echo. So where that inflow
weakening
wind
maybe
is
a
coming
little
in,
bit.
that's where we're seeing that. Jay is showing you exactly what that is. So that is the air wrapping inside the storm. Cecil, if you're on that area right along the Maumee River just south of Sherwood, you need to be in your safe place right now. You say, well, what does that mean? Away from it as many windows as possible with as many barriers between you and the storm as possible as well, Jay.
That's correct, Ben. Here I'm printing out our latest information. The warning goes through 6:15. Does include the northwestern part of Paulding County. Does include the southwestern part south of Hicksville near the Sherwood area, and that warning goes until 6:15. You're watching 13 ABC, and normally it is the top of the hour here, so we're interrupting the normal news broadcast to give you an idea of the area most in danger. So you folks in Cecil, that'd be near US 24, near the Maumee River. We have Township Highway T277. We also have Township Highway 224, and there's US 24 as it snakes down toward the Fort Wayne area. But this is the area. We have a confirmed touchdown west of you in Antwerp. This is the same cell, the same storm system that has been tracking to the east-northeast, moving your way, and still has that definite signature that it may be producing, that is, a tornado. So here we go. The new update this morning now has been extended. It now includes Defiance, Henry, Paulding County. So as we thought, Ben, you can zoom out just a bit on the map.
Absolutely.
Now, the Defiance area, you are officially in this warning. So basically extend that warning off to the northeast, and this goes through 6:30. Does include Jewel. We'll just say it includes Ayersville. You're right on the edge there of the warning. But this is a new and extended tornado warning. We have a tornado on the ground, and this is moving off to the east-northeast at 30 miles per hour, approaching right now the Cecil area, moving overhead. Defiance, you are next in line, and Jewel and Okolona. So I think Ben mentioned here it's following the Maumee River, and that is the case as it's moving to the northeast.
And Jay, what you mentioned is the Maumee River, and a lot of you in Toledo are kind of wondering some of the geography here if you haven't been out towards Fort Wayne or the southwestern corner of the area. Just think of the old 24, the new 24. This storm following about maybe a quarter of a mile right along 24. So you have friends or family maybe going down to the Defiance County Fair, doing some of the 4-H shows down that way. They might take US 24. You see there on your screen at the bottom, Defiance, Henry, and Paulding counties still under a tornado warning. Jay is going to take and give you a tour of where this is right now, but you can see in that maroon color the extended tornado warning. Jay, I'm going to zoom in here for you.
All right, so here we go. Well, I want to give you an idea of where we are. We're in Defiance County here. We have the northwestern part of Paulding County, and near Cecil. So we have US 24 as it moves off to the northeast. There's US 24. Sherwood, now you're getting some heavy rain right now and seeing some of those dark, ominous clouds, but it's this area right here where you see the hook that is the most likely spot for that confirmed touchdown of a tornado. Ben, if you could zoom out a little bit for me and put a storm track on this, that'd be a wonderful idea to give folks in Defiance an idea of when the storm will be near them, and also the Ayersville area and Jewel as we move up and farther north and east. But the update just came in a few minutes ago here. The first warning stopped right here. The new extended warning does go into parts of Henry County because the storm is holding together just enough spin out there to produce that is, the storm to continue. Even though it is bouncing, reports we have the storm that's on the ground, kind of lifts off for a little bit, and then it touches back down. But you know the deal. Anytime it does touch down, it can be a very dangerous thing. So near New Rochester at 6:02, Emmett 6:07, the Bend here at about 6:12. We have Renolette at 6:13, Williamstown, that'll be around 6:27, and in Defiance itself. So if you live in Defiance, which is right here, metro area, we'll be there by 6:27, perhaps just a little earlier than that, with the storm now perhaps speeding up by a couple of miles per hour. But the reason we're on the air, we've extended team live coverage here of the severe weather. This is a new tornado warning, and it does include the northeastern or northern part of Paulding County, much of Defiance County, and now into parts of western Henry County. And that warning, it goes until 6:30 this evening. This did produce a confirmed tornado in parts of Indiana and even in parts of Paulding County near Antwerp, and it continues to move off northeast definitely a dangerous storm.
And Jay, it's worth noting that even though there's no lightning in this, hail is still a possibility. So a lot of times, even in a non-severe thunderstorm, lightning is still a concern. And while we're not picking up on any lightning on live Doppler 13,000 HD, it's still a very dangerous situation. We haven't had such a classic storm in quite a while. And keep in mind, these storms have a history, which we look to, of producing tornadoes. We had some damage just across the border. If you want to kind of get a wide view, Toledo, you're seeing clouds at the end of rush hour, but our focus is on the back end of these storms. There's some rain ahead of that to sap a little bit of the energy away. What we'll see in the next couple of minutes is this kind of back box along the Indiana border drop. So Hicksville, you are in the clear right now. Same thing for Antwerp. There are a couple storms behind that, but the main concern until 6:30 at the very least is this confirmed tornado out there right near Cecil, still following the Maumee River, still following, if you're wondering what we're looking at, just tuning in. It's this area near Cecil and Sherwood. I know it doesn't look like too much, but on the backside, you see how that kind of looks like a fishing hook? And Jay, that's what we're watching right now.
It is. So again, this is a dangerous situation. We have not gone through something like this, and that seems like years, but this is a confirmed touchdown. The storm popped up quickly northeast of Fort Wayne, now into parts of Defiance County, Paulding County, moving eventually into Henry County, and that warning goes until 6:30. Had a viewer call the newsroom saying they were confused. They thought we heard us say a red tornado. I think I was saying either the red box that's flashing, if you go over to Viper HD, or the red colors, that indicates the area more likely for a tornado. So no, it's not a red tornado. What's that? Oh, a wedge. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yes, Lee, I said a wedge tornado. Thank you, Lee, versus a red. But a wedge tornado is a well-formed funnel, if you could imagine that, and it touches the ground. So not one of those tube, thin, weak rope tornadoes, but more of a one that you might see in the movies, or you might see in a book or something, a very classic look at that wedge tornado. Ben Cathy has some new info here.
Yeah, Ross Dell just handing me a piece of paper. He says an amateur radio spotter reporting the tornado on the ground in Defiance County. We're talking right along County Road 220 and Highway 53. So right in the area we're tracking right now as the storm moves out to the east-northeast at about 30 miles per hour. The storm, if you're just joining us with the history of producing tornadoes, just getting, let's see, a very latest update here. In Cecil, confirmed reports of a tornado, looks like right in town off of Road 176 and County Road 77. This is south of the Maumee River by half mile, perhaps maybe a mile, and about a half a mile south of the US 24, southwest of Cecil, just east of the village of Antwerp, Jay. So kind of right between the two of those.
Okay. All right. We're zoomed in here looking at things. I'm trying to go street level mapping and find those streets. Could you repeat those for me, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely.
The intersection?
We have it right along County Road 77
okay.
and 176. So
okay.
just east of Antwerp.
There's 176, County Road 77?
Right. And then that's just southwest of Cecil, right south of the river.
I have found it, folks. It'd be right here. This is the confirmed touchdown. This may have been just a few minutes ago, but basically right there. Township Highway 77, Township Highway 176, just southwest of Cecil, and there's where the storm is. Been tracking